714 Method revolution? Start your journey today.
So maswalas biara PMP. Say anglal. Imagine I don't have to. I don't understand really. As on a serious note, I don't understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I just don't. I mean, ilalele nje manje. Buktiela pana. When she stays something sort of person lonely. Ay, I'm 21 by the way. 21 years old. I look fresher. Nah, but let's see how you. We good now? Oh, I'm waiting for the stand because I need to be able to talk. What's Bambi Michael and Kulmin and bread? Simple stand. Yeah, so keep yam. Yam. It's for them. Guy ship let's 20,000. We sell there 60. Bonus was super what? We saw on one man. Something from my back on that. Oh, tired. Okay, I'm waiting for a stand. So while we are waiting for a stand, it's your time one. Right. So before we get to the charts, we are not learning to forget. And another most important thing, in order for you to be able to learn from me, you need to play the stupid card. Oh, it's a fool's card, not the stupid card. You need to play the fool's card. Take yourself as you don't know. Whatever I say, you take it as it is. You don't try to make yourself understand. You don't break it down. You don't digest it. You take it as I say. You take it as what? As what? As all. Because if you don't take it as I say, you will have stupid questions. And once you ask me a stupid question, you know the answer. What is the answer? What is the answer? Sapasala. A level. So, because I know I've done this for so long. Even if you ask a question, you're not the first person who's asking the question. So if you ask a question that I know you didn't pay attention when I started, I know why is that. Yabo? So if you don't pay attention, you're gonna have these unnecessary questions which will arise in the end. Yabo? When I manage. Okay, 12 manje lesiqala kamnandi ke. Because ngiyazi quarter past ngiqedile ngiyahamba. 15 minutes, I'm done. Nge-PMB. Hurry. Okay, so my net draw. I'll be giving away one of my books, and we'll also be giving away that $500, which is 10,000 rands. Last year, the people, because I was giving away cash last year, actual cash, and those people they just chowed the money. They never funded accounts. You follow up with the person like, what happened? Oh, my mother died, so available inside. People will never learn. So this year we've converted that. We're just gonna deposit straight into your account. But this is not connected, G. It's not connected. This one. It's not connected.
I'm connecting.
Hello, trendline traders. Let's see. You can't even hear. Hello, trendline traders. The reason why I hate trend lines, I've done that thing, I've traded that way. The only reason why I'm against it, it's because there is no precision. It's all hopeful guessing. There's no accuracy. It's always around there. And by default, you are the one drawing the lines. Those are not lines of the market. Because you're like, this is support. Because your support is not mine, it's not yours, it's not his, it's not theirs. Yeah, when I say this, guess, I found. Right? Hello? Okay, that's good. Where's this one? Yeah, that's good. Hello? Yeah, it's good. Mina ngikhumbule ekhaya mna, ekhaya. Should get to music now, eh? I say a lot of traders, once they make money, they become musicians. Why not? Okay, we good. Things when I'm cut some money. Let me say edit. I'm born to cook. Why I hired him? So okay, cut. Right. We're good. We are good. Baya good. You're black some. Oh, no, who's the look? No, Bella, Prof Franks is my friend, so he speaks Afrikaans. So even if we speak English, but here and there is Afrikaans. So I'm Nyanyazan. So soon I'll be there. And there's something I don't understand. The government is always trying to divide people in saying, Abelung, white people this, white people that. I don't know. But from my own experience, I've never had any bad experience. I think it's because I'm a white man inside. But on a serious note, I don't think Uguti that there's actually something of a person just because of the skin color. Unless you provoke a person on something. Yeah, well, if he's white, I'm black, if generally maybe we twist each other somehow, it's me and his issue. Why does it have to be the whole race issue? Yeah, well, and most of these guys, they just collide with one person and then they make it a country thing. These people, yeah, they did this. These people must go. White. But I don't understand. Like for me, I have so many white friends, like a lot. Basically, all my business partners are white people. And there's never a time whereby, yeah, well, so I don't know. That is how I see things. But for a person in general, you only get to the other side of a person if really you have something. And if you too have something, it's within you. Why do you have to make it a national thing? Yeah, well, so I don't know. Am I wrong? People who are working will tell you a different story. But we'll tell it once you start making profits. Yeah? For now, we don't care. Yeah, so that's about it. And justice for Kwekwe. Kwekwe was, yeah, Kwekwe. So whatever, I don't know. Some things are just beyond human expectations. We're all focusing on making money, making sure we're improving our lives, we're living better, we're doing things, we're impacting people and providing for change. But they're just people who are like, don't have morals at all. So it's such painful. It's such painful. But you guys, you do the trading, you make the money, you create programs in your communities, you create counseling sessions, you help somebody else. You do those things as a hobby. You don't do them because you need money. You do those things as a hobby, as a way of giving back. So we need a lot of programs in the communities of which will help the youth, will help other people, so they can make money. Forex trading on its own can make you're more of a self-employed person because you have full control of everything that you're doing. You have full time. So making money alone, yes, you will have everything you ever desired and wish for. You do that till the last point. Because honestly, money, in as much as you have a lot of money, you can only do a limited number of things. You can buy a house, you can buy a BM, or buy a BM or another BM and another BM. And then maybe you buy land, you do all of that stuff, you wear your best branding clothing. After that, you just repeat another car, another house, another clothes. So it's all repetition, but the basic needs are the ones that are limited. Yeah, well, so after you've done all of that and you've reached your point, then that's where you need to be reaching out. It's pointless for you to be selfish. Do you know that giving away money is a sign of protection for yourself? Yabo mina angiyagijima emgwaqweni, I'm a speeder. I'm a speed. I get a PM nje ngathi poo poo. Sport plus, I'm gone. Yabo. But hey, nami I've made ama-drift engibona ngathi yabona la hayi baba stop loss. Yabo. But I survived. I survived. Why? Because I always give back. I've always give back. Yeah, there's a lot of people who've backstabbed me in the back in terms of money. People who came for assistance. Hey, Peter, please help me out this situation. You're like, ah, sure, give away money. For me, I taught myself that I don't want to be attached to money. Yeah, well, even if you want 10 million, manje, ngeke ngikunike. Yeah, so, but for me, it's never really about money because I've been broke. And in my mind, thinking, there's so many times I've said, yo, man, yo, I'm broke. To a point where I'm like, I'll never be broke. It's just temporarily, I'll cut. But generally, as I go on, I make more money and more money is going to come. So spend what you have, eat, enjoy, fund your trading accounts. So let's get to the actual work, why we're here. So now, understanding what is Forex trading, we have currencies in all different countries, right? So we are living in South Africa. If you go to the United States, they are using the dollar. If you go to Britain or London, they are using the pound. If you're going to Dubai, they are using what's now what's something not KWD. That is not from Dubai. They have a different currency. If you go to India, they're using a rupee. So all of these countries, they have this currency now. So physically, if you're gonna go to Mozambique, for those who've been to Mozambique or Zimbabwe or Botswana, the countries that are around us, if you go to those countries, you will find people by the border gate after you crossed, sitting there with piles of cash, or they have those are forex traders. They are sitting there with piles of cash. If it's Mozambique or they have medical, so they're keeping it there, cash, physical cash on the table. So when you get there, you give them your rent, they give you their medical in terms of the exchange rate on depending what each currency is at that time. So they are doing forex trading. They are forex traders. So if you move from that country to another country, well, if you go to United States, I think it's done through the bank. And with the banking system, it has become better now because if you have your card and where's my card? So if you have your card like this and it has Visa right there, which means it can be used globally. Every ATM with every country that has Visa, I can make a withdrawal, right? Visa or MasterCard, as long as it has those, you can do that. So you do not now need to physically exchange at the border. You can just go through and at the ATM, you can make withdrawals. I've done that. So I know it's working, it's happening. So you can pay anywhere, do whatever transactions you want. So it's working. So solely that is forex trading, buying and selling of currencies, right? So in the buying and selling of currencies, now we have other companies and stocks in place, and then these stocks they are measured on their performance and similarities. So as a result, they ended up grouping some to one, which is US 30 made out of 300 companies, and then US 100 made of 100 technological companies. So they made those groups, and then it's called a catalog or a category of indices, right? So there's indices, there's groups, there's metals, there's indices, there's commodities, there's forex on its own. So it's not all forex, but the main word or the umbrella, it is financial market, and then there is categories of or portfolios in their differentiation. Okay, so mainly we focus on gold, which is a metal. It moves a lot. It pays. Um, it doesn't require an exchange. On gold, you cannot go to any country and find people selling the actual gold, right? Because it's a very large and big commodity, of which is very respected by all countries. And they say silent is gold, which shows the value of what gold is. Now, in the forex markets, think of the first scenario that I gave you, that if you go to a foreign country, you will find people seated by the border gates with tables with a pile of cash. And then imagine if you were in the same position and you had to wake up every day, go to the border gate, you stay in there, you get hit by the sun, you need to bring your lunchbox, and you're doing that on a day-to-day basis. Eventually, you'll get tired. But now think of yourself as a person who's going to develop a system that you can do that while at home, and it gets to coding. So now you code a system that can be able to do those transactions. The minute a person gets into the country, they get a notification that if they want to change their money, this is what they can use. And then they're doing that now on a laptop or on the phone. So they're doing it digitally. And you don't have to be at the border gate anymore. And they shouldn't wait at the border gates anymore. They can just pass through and still be able to do the same thing and get the full advantage. Now, that is forex trading, a transition to the digital space. So the people who are coming through, there's a person who's taking records in the gate of them coming through, seeing how much of the medical is being bought, how much of the rent is being sold. So whenever you buy, it means you sell. So there is two most important prices there, of which should always remain the same. The buying price should always be the selling price. Because if I decide to sell you this phone at 20,000 rand, you will buy this phone at 20,000 rand. The price is the same. It will not change. I cannot sell you this phone for 20,000 and you buy it at 19,000. No, 20,000 should be 20,000. You're not getting me. You cannot now, if we get to the technical form, where the market bought last time, that's where the market will sell last time. Hence the opening time I give you on those videos, as I'm still gonna go to it right now. The opening price, if you tend to check, no one has ever shown you that, but if you tend to check on that time, if the market is gonna buy, it will either buy or sell from that exact price. Why? Because that is the dealing time. That is the time the market opens, and if they're gonna make any decisions, it should be made based on that actual price, which proves what? The market is not just some random price action. And price action is not a strategy, it's price in action. As the market is moving, what is price action? Bearish or either bullish. It's not a strategy. Okay. Right. So now thinking of that physical form of forex. So now everything has been recorded into transactions, and we are watching it over a chart. We are monitoring that as it goes on a day-to-day basis, which is what we are doing here. So number one, markets. Every market is a time to open, right? You can't just wake up at 11 p.m. and go to Checkers. They closed. You can't wake up at 12 midnight and go somewhere unless you want a McDonald's. Yeah, so the actual markets and the banking system, they have a timing to operate. Time is very much important. Knowing when something operates can save you a lot of impatience. So if you understand something based on time, that will help you to be patient. Because if I said, I will be here at 10, and you saw at 10, I walked in here. Not 10 past, not 5 to 10 o'clock, I walked in. I didn't stay in the car and say, oh, Pelamashaya, they came for me. Oh, they should come. No. 10 was on, I walked in here. Why? Because I respect you. And if I say something, I'm going to keep it. And you're still going to blow. Right. So now, when it comes to our actual markets, we have an opening time, right? Which is right now, someone asked the question based on how do we know the time has changed, when will it change? That is not something that is happening every day. So during the festival season, that's where you will see a price change in the marketplace, whereby there's be a shift of minus an hour, where 7 will be 7, and right now 7 is 8 when you check to the platform. So the actual time, that's why I always say, the time that you use is the time on your phone or the time on your wrist, the actual time. You are in South Africa. Why should you bother about the time in Nigeria? Are you crazy? Yeah, bro. So the time you focus on is the one on your clock. That is what you look for. If you are blind, buy a big clock, put it on the wall. So you watch that. So that is clearance number one. You use the time on your phone or the time in your watch. You set an alarm to 1 p.m. SAST. This is what you do. You focus on the time on your phone, not the time on the chart. Once you focus on the time in the charts, that's where you're gonna get that. You're gonna give me that question, and they give you the answer. These guys will reply to you. And the thing says, if someone asks that question, answer them in advance. Okay, so now it's 1 p.m. As you can see there, the vertical line that I've drawn, that is 1300. The vertical line that I've drawn, that is 1 p.m. SAST, which is South African Standard Time. So around that time, you set an alarm, your phone rings. It's an alarm of observation. So you wait for about an hour. So you wait about an hour, 1 to 2, right? So within this time, 1 to 2, you will have something like this. So this line that I'm drawing right now represents an opening time, an opening price. So the market will open around that time. Okay. That will be the opening time. So that is our opening time. So if you have price, it will be, what is this? German date. We're going to use this price as an example. Bum, bum, bum. So now we have two specific things here. We are working or dealing in a market. You can't guess time. We're in business. You can't guess price. When are you buying? around there, I'll just buy. So if you have specifications, which means now you know what price to buy from, what time to buy at. So you observe between 1 and 2. This buy here will be based on the candlestick. If your candlestick is bullish or bearish, if it's bearish, you know that the opening price is actually, let me just make it red, the one for bearish. Yeah. This, boom, boom, boom. Okay. So if the market is bullish, the blue one is going up. The opening price will be at the low. So as the candle, it opens and it goes up, right? Regardless of the tails. But if the market is going down, it will open up with the candle and drop coming down, right? I don't have to, I can do this. I know somebody like, oh, that is not a candlestick. I don't see it. So you can put your tails like this, still the same thing. So this is a bullish candlestick, this is a bearish. It's gonna open, go up, open, up about, and then drop. So the most important part now is, where is the market going? Where is the market most likely to go? If the market will open from the opening time at 1 p.m., as your phone rang, it will open here, go up, or it will open here, go down. Okay? That is the only time you're skeptical. You only see this at what time? After an hour, at 2 p.m. That's where you ask yourself the question, where was the market going within the time of monitoring, right? What was the market doing? Was it obviously buying or obviously selling? Not anything in between. So if you see that the market just opened and it was going up, a clear buy, which means afterwards the market will sell. Use the proper color, I'll use red for myself. So the market will sell, right? So on this sell, you have two entries. The first one should be an early entry up above. But for a safe entry, you need to wait for the market to come to the opening time. So within the range here, we need to be observant. If the market opens, suppose, let's focus on gold for all my examples. Let's focus on gold. And that's why I advise you to trade. Because gold, it moves normal. If gold is going to move 50 pips on a micro, which is 0.01, you will be making 100 rands. So this is sufficient profits. Is Andrew here? Andrew? 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 Andrew is not here. Okay, he's absent. Right, so now, if gold is going to move in this way, then the range from the opening price going upwards, it should be 50 to 100 pips, but 100 pips max, 100 pips max. If you don't know what pips is, please leave. 100 pips is measured, if you're gonna put your rectangle like this, there is a number there at the top right corner. If you put up, it should say 1,000. That is 100 pips. So you look at those numbers, that is 100 pips. Because there is pips, there is a pip value. A pip value that determines if a price moves once, how much are you going to be making or losing. And pips, they're the same as price in terms of cents, right? So every cent counts in the forex market. So it's more like issue, but the value is different. What makes it more expensive? It's the pip value. And 1 pip on gold is about $2 or 20 rands. It's close to there. So if you're gonna move 1 pip, that is how much you're making. So that's why if it moves 50 pips, you're making a double of the price. So that's why it's good. And if you just trade occasionally without rushing, you will make money. But if you are greedy, you will keep blowing and blowing and blowing. You say this 714 doesn't work. But now, so you need to allow the 100 pips move to actually work. Easy moves. I mean, I trade easily, and you will see it's easy to actually hit 50 pips every day, in and out. You make your money and you're out. It's not about taking a long trade and the screenshots, so you can actually. So this is it, a range of 100 pips. If the market moves at 50 pips, yes, you may enter exit trade within the half of the range. So what you do is you enter your first trade here within the range after 2. You only execute after 2 p.m. Before that, you don't. Right? Don't have FOMO, fear of missing out. Don't have fear of missing out. The market will not leave you. Even if it leaves you, it's not the first time. Yeah, bro? You are in the right path now. Stop fearing losing. Oh, I'm gonna miss this one. And then you see someone posting a screenshots, they're now in profit, you're like, I should have known. No. Stop rushing. Allow everything to work. So you make your first entry here based on your chart. Forgot to record. Okay, so first entry. It's easy, you will see. You know, just 1 week of practicing this, eventually you're done. You're on your way to buying a Bugatti whatsoever. My Golf, my V7, Golf 7. First entry. So there's a first entry, which is in the 100 pips range, but half of that you may execute, your stop loss will be on top. So you enter here, you're risking 100 Rand for, let's see. So from here, now, you'll also target, let's say another, it's too much, another 50 pips from the actual entry price. So you have 50 pips from here, so you can make 100 pips, which means now per trade, you stand a chance of making about 200 rands on that actual setup. So entering here, putting your stop loss on 100 pips max, and you're targeting 100 pips. So you're actually risking 50 pips for 100 pips. That's like half, right? So the reason why I give you an allowance here of 100 pips is that eventually, if the market is to drop, it is very rare that it can go above that. So it's just an open float, an area of expectation or disappointments. Now it's okay. If it goes this high, eventually it's gonna come back, and then you set your targets here. And then you set your target here. This guy opened my pattern and then didn't put it back. So for the actual target, this is it. So what I'm showing you here, it's the skeleton. It's the skeleton that should be bad in your mind. When you get to the charts, you are looking for the very same thing. You don't change it. Because once you change the narrative, you're going to have a problem. So that's why I say if the market from 1 to 2 will be buying, after 2 p.m., 3, 4, 5, 6, expect a drop. Half past 2 is the one that people know to be most volatile. Half past 3 also volatile. So it will be doing continuations at that given time. So also, if now the market opens, young stable. Okay, so now if the markets will open, drop, it will buy on later, like this. It's a tick that you'll be experiencing. And then you put the same volumes, 100 pips range of disappointed expectations. Put your stop loss, you don't get greedy. So if you do this constantly over time, you will see positivity and you will make money. There are people here who are profitable, right, with the 714 method. I'm not talking about someone who's saying, I'm using this, it's also working with mixing. No. If you want to know whether the 714 method works for you or not, use it alone. Don't try to help it. Don't try to use it as a confluence. If you want to know it's working, use it alone so that you know whether it's working or not. If it's not working, then you stop using it. So how are you going to know if what Masha is teaching is working? Whereby you're going to keep putting trend lines, you're going to keep putting, comparing it to SMC and all of those stuff, and then you're just confusing yourself more. What are you going to blame if you don't make money or if you lose a trade? So if you want to see that if it's really working for you or not, use it alone. Delete everything. As you always see in my charts are always naked. So if you want to see if it's working or not, delete everything, use it as it is. What are you looking for here? The most important facts why you're here is to find the truth. How do you find the truth if you're trying to support the truth? Don't support it. You need to find it as it is. Use it as it is, and it should make sense. Because the truth is the one that will make you money. It's the one that will set you free. Finish and clap. Right? So the two main structures that you're looking at here, this is the overlay skeleton, the main structure of what is it that you should look for. What is it that are you expecting to see in the market? So this is the good part of it. You are going to the food tech part. Whoever does the opposite, they'll be like, shy. Hey, that is not make sure. Okay. So now, the second scenario, let me see what's showing us. I will cut this part because now I can't use the tools. It's just stuck there and I can't move it. Because I was trying to see by the time you would rewatch the video, you can actually see. But that is not happening. Okay, so now I'll be moving forward to the second scenario. Now, say it's the following day now. The first day it moved well. Have you seen what each and every time you try a new strategy is gonna work, you're gonna make money, then give it back. They were like, it doesn't work. And the pot will be free because I want it to, if it happens that it loses money, it's not on me. It's the pot. Yeah, well, so I'll be giving the pot away for free. But the pot is also built on my own understanding because in communication, it was me explaining to the guy who understands coding and did exactly that as I put it, because there are specific things which should be there. I know. After this, you will see also other people, they're going to take the same trash report that are out there, renaming it 714 method. And just because you are stupid, you will go for those things. Because if I say I created a product, I will have a way of you to get it. So be mindful that after this, you will have people who say, I have the 714 port. Yeah, what is it? Give it to me. Give it to me. And then they connect your account to something that is not working, and then you lose money unnecessarily. Whereas the reason why I'm doing this is to save you money. But you're smart. All right. Sisters, now sisters, but right. So the second scenario. Okay. So now the second scenario over here, we have the actual time, we have the opening price. You have the opening price here. One to two. Where will the market go? Will it go up? Will it go down? Now, over here, I would like to put I will call this 714 immediate reversal. What's in the comment? And then it broken. Semela kushitha-ke lana kunuka ikhwaphayo manje. Afethu ngicimela nekhona. Maybe begodole. Lezi bekwazi uku-afford. Okay. So now, this is an immediate reversal, of which is also a form of continuation. Now, within the time of focus, which is 1 to 2, you will see the market going up. And then you're like, aha, now I got this. Maybe at that time you've made money the first day, second day. Then the third day, market just comes back to the entry price. So you've entered maybe here, market's coming back down. You add more trades here. And the markets are like, not today. And then you say, take my shot. Right? And then that's where most people, they're like, it's the same thing. The 714 method doesn't work and all. And then they start having all of those negative talks. This is simply an immediate reversal because you thought the market was going down, but then it just changes. So you can experience this in a case whereby the market was continuing, while the market was in a continuation. And you were thinking or assuming that the market will continue to actually go higher or go low. So in a case like this, you are seeing the market is gone up, retrace on the opening. That is the most specific thing that you will learn here. It doesn't just turn anywhere. It will turn exactly in that opening price. and then it's going to go up from that opening price, not anywhere. You will see this when you go to the chart. So a touch here, and then a continuation to the upside. The other example is if this has been in a continuation, yes, it will happen like this. But if it's the first time, let's say the market was like, it's not a continuation. The market has been dropping, and then eventually it changes direction, comes back here, and then it goes up. I know for those of you who are like familiar with trading, you're seeing structures now like. So that is what is going to confuse you, because if you're going to be using what I say to validate that information, it's not going to work. Accept that that information has not been working for you. Let's use this perception, of which got me a stairs and a wild track cash. Cash. And a beamer. Cash. Kind of behind the installment. Right. So this is the most simplest way. So the first scenario here, it is that the first case is it's already a continuation. The market has been coming from a bearish market. It's just going upwards, upstairs. Yeah, and then the second scenario, the market has just been bearish. Yeah, well, let's say maybe this is London session. Yeah, that's a better example. This is London session from 7 a.m., 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, and then up until over here. So the market has just been selling in the morning, and then it comes back up here. And in your mind, you're like, it's been selling in the morning, it's still selling more. So you're expecting that from here, the market will just go down, right, to this previous low and break it. But the market just makes the price, retraces there, and then continues up. So that's an immediate reversal because you weren't expecting that. The second scenario out of this is where the market will go to your direction, right? You will enter here, the market will enter here, and then it drops. You are in the money. And then from here, you take profits or you don't. Some people, they just take a screenshot. That's what they're looking for. Take a screenshot. You see the car, hey, where mama, what's Obu? Here's the Benz and then the Mashra. It's a fair condition flowing. 30 profits, my boy. 30 profits. Okay. So we have the other scenario where the market will do this. I call this repricing because it makes things easier. I will tell you where the confusion is. I think this recording will be out by end of next week. Just give it 1 week or the midweek. So you can be able to rewatch it. But when you watch it, you will remember. So now here's the thing. You took your sell trade just about here. You took your sell here, right? And then you had another trade here, whereby your target was 50 pips. It was hit. Come get some flops. Okay. So your first entry here, your second entry here, and then the market comes here, where you're supposed to take profits, or you take profits. And now, as you see that the market is starting to reverse, you're seeing those reversal candlesticks of which it's going to paint. And as it's coming up here, you buy more, right? Because in your mind, you're like, hey, I want a big profits. Okay. So you just buy more here because you're thinking the market is now continuing down, just like a retest there and then gonna drop. So you buy more here, and the market just breaks and continues to go up. Yeah, well, and give you a mitigation somewhere here, but I'm not going to go into that. So the main setup that you are hoping for, it's this one, the re-entry in the opening price. This is what you're looking for. But I was also showing you the other side of what can actually happen. So there is two scenarios here in a bearish market. So same as this one or the other one. I know the questions you have. Go and practice. The more you practice what I'm showing you here, it will be. I'll tell you iPhone 6 band. This is 14 months, 16 months, whoever it is, 16, 6, 16. Why will tell me, hey, yeah, that. So now, the more you practice these structures and you keep them in mind, it's going to register in your mind. And you will develop a habit of being able to see them while they're coming up to the point whereby it's happening. But if you don't do that, it will kill you. Yohale ubhekele, ubhekele uyele, shonele wena yabo uthi hayi le nto le ngathi ihambisana namadlozi kumele ngenze it has nothing to do with your spirituality. It's technology. It's tech. You do it as it is. Awu, ubulala imbuzi yabantu ingenzanga lutho. It has nothing to do with your spirituality. Just learn, practice, and you do the same thing. You focus. Yabo? Unless if it was like not funny and better, please I'm not trained live. It's broken. It's broken and retested. Right? So these structures here are the ones that you should memorize upon, meditate upon. That's what they say. Even the Bible tells you to meditate, but it doesn't tell you to meditate on what. I mean, I won't lie. I haven't been to church for years now because I've been trying to focus on my own thing. I was a church boy, very like the worstest. But at some point, you realize when you're having challenges, nobody's going to help you. When shit happens, you only have yourself, end of the day. But every day, you are giving away, hoping that, I don't know. But that's how I look. You're giving away with an intent of receiving something, not in terms of money back. Yeah, but it's sold as family support structure, spiritual support structure. But you don't get that ever. Wrong team. I'll just say. So now there are things that are very useful when you go to the Bible. In the beginning, there was the Word. That's my favorite verse. John 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God was the Word. He was with the Word was Him, and He was the Word, and the Word and Word. So, Word and Word, that's a word. So now, in anything you want, you need to speak it. In anything you want, you need to see it. That is faith. You speak it, you see it, you have it. Just like this book. The first moment was like, all right, oh, okay. Okay, ngibhale phansi. Namhlanje umuve kanje kanje. Uyabuya enze ukuthi enze ukuthi. Okay, nakusasa futhi uyabuya umuve kanje kanje kanje. Okay. So, following week, I'm referring to what I wrote. But the first words, I was mimicking this. I wasn't writing the exact word or the exact thing. I was mimicking. Okay. Oh, all right. And then I took those notes, I read them, make sure it's now it's in a plain way that I can understand. And then I wrote it. I did a draft. Enzani la emnyango vele? Ngayinikeza uSimanga. At that time bekuyi-exam, bekusakuyi-exam pad. Ngathi mina akalokho nje, he must proofread for me. So he read everything, wa-check-a spelling nani. Wanginikeza, and then I typed it. Yeah, right. Bese bekwi-digital format. Ngamnikeza futhi, wa-correcta lapha nalapha. So waqhubeka-ke biza omnye umngani wami naye futhi owenza ama-covers, wayi-designer, ukuthi okay, kumele ibe kanje. Yabo. But where did it start? It started from me mimicking the words of my understanding. Yabo? And then it happened, and then now we have our final product. Call it a pamphlet, I dare you. Call it a pamphlet. I dare you. Right? So now we have a book. So you know what you want in life. 2015, I wrote my vision board or vision charts, and then I had it in my wall. It was dated October 15, if I'm not mistaken. I wrote everything I want there and wrote dates in terms of years, not specific dates. And that led me to conclude that write your goals down and time them. From now, we're in 2025. You're going to 2030. That is the next 5 years. So if you've been using something else to trade for the past 5 years and now you're starting off with the 714, give me the next 5 years. Let's be fair. Give me the next 5 years in practicing this with all my services, and then let's see what you have. That's if you don't die. So let's be fair. Writing your goals down and timing them will help you not only to lose focus, but also to navigate. This is the chart. And I post. I wrote this in 31 October 2015 by 11:57. It was almost midnight. And everything I prepared, the last one is by 2025, I should everything I ever desired. A career, a big house, and a family. Now, by 2025, I should have everything I ever desired. A career. Now it's the past. It's what I live. I live on my own words. So every word or negative thing you say about yourself, you will be held accountable for that. So from this year onwards, you need to speak positively about yourself, and you need to see the person you are becoming, not the person you are now. Because the person you are now is not the person you will be when you have money. When you have money, people will say things. Hey, Chela, hey, you're choosing now. So you need to move away from them before money gets here. So when money is here, you are already set the environment. Because on a serious note, guys, making it in a place whereby people haven't made what you've made, it's very tiring. Because you can't even hang out with friends. Mufika nje babona check. Uthi ufika nje athi umuntu ethi ngichakhuluma nawe. Ethi ngizophuza lana mfethu. So uyaqala manje umuntu useboleka imali uboleka ukuthi nokuthi, which is not right. And I have so many people in that position. I'm not talking about myself. So people, they end up changing the way they're looking at you. They're looking at you as money, no longer the person. And once you have money, that's where you start to be yourself. You know what, you don't have any problems, you don't have any worries of anything. Then that's where you are like starting to live. And then people now, they come. So setting yourself early so you not have those and please, once you start making money, don't change anything. Just remain the same guy. Remain the same guy. Because some of you, you've never had a million. You see the million, you jump around. So you want people to see you. I know that you've been suppressed for so long. You've never had this freedom. But make sure that this freedom lasts you. Hey, this guy doesn't like money conversations, eh? Like, I wonder, what's the point of making $1 million if I won't show them? They should see it. Thank you for watching this far. Make sure that you leave a comment in the comment section, you like the video and you share with your friends. But mostly, I would like you to join my community of the 714 method as we do our live trading everyday interaction whereby we get to ask and answer your questions. Right. So remember, we're also trading with XM, our trusted broker. Open an account under XM, use the code COPY714, which is whereby you will send an account number on our WhatsApp to prove that you have registered your account. And remember, XM will give you a 100% bonus when you make a deposit. So if it's your first time with XM, they will give you $30 worth of credit for you to trade and make money. The good thing is you are not alone. In the community, that's where we're gonna get more interaction and business market updates whereby we are all observing how the market is moving on a day-to-day basis. See you on the other side.